Hello friends, hello family, hello everybody out there. I hope y'all are going to enjoy this kind of easy DIY tutorial on some goth ornaments you can make. Now you can make this for Halloween or for Christmas. It's just something that I thought was really easy. I know there's a lot more products out there than there ever have been. Like it's become a lot easier to find like night before Christmas and Halloween ornaments and things like that that you could use for Christmas. But I figured why not do some easy fun DIY projects, because that's kind of what I do. Not to mention you could always customize your ornaments. You can make them the way that you want them, and it just really personalizes your trees. So I hope you enjoy this easy DIY tutorial video thing. Yeah. Okay, for this tutorial, this is some of the stuff that you're going to need. Now, as always, you can do you and add extra to it if you want to, paint details or add glitter or do whatever. It's totally up to you. But I just wanted to show you a really simple, easy DIY on how to make some goth alternative ornaments. You use them during Halloween, you can use them during Christmas, you could do whatever you like. So these are some of the items that we're using today, and it's going to be quick and easy, and I hope you like it. So of course you're going to need your handy dandy glue gun. I use this guy for everything. He is my go-to. Occasionally sometimes I'll have like a sticker or skewer just in case if I need to dab some glue, but this is just a little extra thing that I personally use. You are going to need either some pipe cleaner like this. You could get it any colors. I'm just using black, or you could use ribbon like this. Even plain black ribbon. Honestly, it's up to you. I know they even make pre-made ornament ribbon that you could use, that you could just buy them by the pack. This is just what I happen to have on hand, or usually what I like to do is go to the dollar store because I'm a goth on a budget and I like to do this as easily and as cheaply as possible. So this is just kind of like the beginnings of it, and you kind of make it your own. After Halloween, I bought a ton of these spiders. You could get them at the dollar store. Go to the dollar store and go to the kids section. They have like tons of like spiders and snakes and stuff like that that you could get relatively cheap. I happen to have a bunch of these little bats. I also happen to have a bunch of these pumpkins that were left over from Halloween, or you could get them at any kind of craft store, sometimes dollar store, anywhere you like. Also, I tend to get a lot of these kind of guys during Halloween or after Halloween sales, and I like to stick them in the tree. You actually don't even have to do anything to them because a lot of times their feet are bendable or they'll have some type of wire. I did this with a bunch of ravens. The ravens look really good in the tree, and now they make like owls and all kinds of things. So I've actually still managed to find some after Halloween stuff in craft stores. So this is just seriously, you stick it in the tree. How easy is that? So like I said, you could get these already made holiday ornament ribbons. They're usually really cheap. You could even usually get them at the dollar store. So I'm just going to show you an example of how I made these ornaments. Literally, easiest DIY ever. All you have to do is glue and stick. Pretty much, like that's all you have to do. So I'm on my work table. You want to make sure that, of course, if you're a child, you're doing this with an adult, and the biggest thing is just don't get burned by your hot glue. You want to do a low temperature because you really don't need it that hot. And like I said, it's a matter of just gluing and sticking. So, for instance, I'm going to use these pre-made ribbons on my bigger spiders. So, and it's this easy peasy. I'm gonna add just a drop of glue right there. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's black on black, but I am just sticking it on. Just gently pressing it in. Ugh. It's not hot, so I'm okay. And yeah, and then just let it dry. It's already cooled down, so I'm not burning myself or anything. And then you could even trim the edges if you want. But there you go. If you want to, you could even add just a little bit of extra glue just to make sure it's a little bit more on there solid, I guess you could say. And it's going to dry. I don't know if you could see that very well. Like I said, it's black on black and then you got clear glue. But it's going to dry and he's going to hang like this. And I'll show everything on the tree after I'm done. So the next one, I'm just going to cut off these edges a little bit shorter, because we really don't need it. So all we have is like this little nub. And this one, I think I'm going to glue it kind of like in the center so he comes down hanging like this. So yeah, easiest DIY project ever. Just find you some bats, some spiders. Like I said, you could get it at the dollar store, and your glue gun and some ribbon or something, and just glue and stick. So just a little bit of glue. You don't need a lot. There he is, all sparkly. Be careful not to get your fingers burnt by hot glue, and then just kind of smush it down. And he's going to hang like that when it's dry. I'm going to set him to the side and let him dry. But yeah, 2 ornaments down. See what I mean? Once he's dry, he's actually nice and secure, so he's not going anywhere. So occasionally you get lucky, like with these bats, they actually already come with a loop. So honestly, just put them on the tree. A lot of times when you find little creatures like this, they already come with, hopefully you can see right there, they already come with like a loop or a string, and there's not much you need to do. If you wanted to, you could always paint it, add glitter or something like that, but I like these plain, so I'm just going to stick these on the tree. Okay, so for our next spiders, we are going to use, oh, I'm having some weird shadowing going on. We're going to use the pipe cleaner, and we're going to use these smaller sparkly spiders. There's a couple ways you could do it. Honestly, it's really simple. Just make a loop and twist, and there's your loop. And you could cut this really easily with some scissors, so you can make a lot of these. You could just do 1 spider, or what I am going to do is I'm going to do 2 spiders, so I'm going to have them go down like this. So I made my little loop, and like I said, easiest project ever. All you're going to do is put some hot glue down, like so, a little bead, oops, a little bead of hot glue, and you're just sticking him on there. And if you want to make it a little bit more secure, you could always add more glue on the back side. So I think I want my spider about halfway down, so I'm just going to trim off the edge of this. I could have done this beforehand, but I'm just eyeballing it as I go. So the same thing, I'm just going to add some glue and add them on. So yeah, all I do is I flip them over so they dry, but they're going to come down off the tree like, oops, they're going to come down off the tree hanging like that, and it's going to look pretty cute. So I'm going to let these turn over and dry till they're solid, and like I said, I'm going to show everything on the tree, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So my last little spider I'm going to show you, you don't even really need the glue gun. You could honestly just do this with the pipe cleaner if you want to, because it does have that sturdy wire in it. And it's just a matter of making a loop, taking the tail ends, and oop, I don't know if you can really, I know it's really hard to see, but what you could do is just have the loop in the back, and then just taking the tail ends and wrapping it around the leg. I know it's really hard to see. And then just cutting off the excess. And there you go. He's all ready to go. Okay, so my absolute, sorry for the noise in the background, there's some snow shoveling or something going on, is my pumpkin one. Now all we're going to do is use the pumpkin, the glue, and ribbon. So all I did was I went ahead and I made a cute little bow out of the gold ribbon. And then I hot glued another piece of the ribbon in the back to make this loop. And then I'm simply just going to put a little dab of hot glue and put it all together. The whole point of this DIY thing, this tutorial, is to let you know you do not have to have everyday regular ornaments. You could honestly make it your own. It just needs a little bit of hot glue. It just needs a dab of hot glue. But yeah, the whole point of this tutorial is to let you know you can make any kind of ornaments that you like. You don't have to use the standard ornaments. There are a lot more gothy and alternative ones out there nowadays, but seriously, you could go to the dollar store, pick up some things, and make it yourself. And there he is. So I'm going to show you everything on the tree. Well, first I'm going to let him dry, but I'm going to show you everything on the tree. Okay, and here are the finished ornaments. This is the big spider, and then we have the medium spider. Also, this is the little spider that we just used a pipe cleaner. We didn't even have to use any kind of glue. Then, like I said, like when it comes to certain things like these bats that already have strings, and even Mr. Owl over here with his little claw feet, you don't even have to do anything, you just put them in the tree. We have Mr. Pumpkin hanging. This one I really like, I think almost the most. It's the two spiders hanging down for the pipe cleaner. I just think they look really interesting. But yeah, so this is just to let you know that you can make any kind of ornament out of any kind of thing for your tree. You don't have to buy pre-made store-bought. You could just make your own, and it was a lot of fun, and it was really easy to do. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button, anything, everything, it's up to you. But I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a good holidays, whether you do Christmas or Yule or Hanukkah or whatever. I hope you have a really good holiday season. Thanks. Bye.